Hi guys, Angie Bell with HerballyHipTarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing out there? This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. Okay, we got some good stuff to go over in this last video, you guys. One of you guys said, how will the deportations be stopped? And I thought, that's a great read. So we're going to read on that. And then I just found out this yesterday. Desantis and his wife are in a Medicare fraud scandal. And from what I'm understanding, they're trying to hide the money through his wife's nonprofit. Supposedly DeSantis is putting some of this money into his super PAC because he wants to run for president. And his wife, and I'm not sure if it's for, this is from what I understand. And his wife is, I think, currently going to be running for the governor of Florida. Okay, regardless, they're in a Medicare fraud scandal. So somehow he got his hand on some Medicare money and he's trying to take it. And he's trying to hide it through his wife's nonprofit. Okay, so it sounds like true crime to me, but let's just make sure, because we're talking about crime. Clear spirit. DeSantis and his wife's Medicare fraud scandal. Should I use true crime? Yes. Clear. Spirit. How will the deportations be stopped? Should I use true crime? Okay. It says yes for both those. Okay, so we'll use true crime for both. Okay, let me shuffle and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're talking about DeSantis and his wife in a Medicare fraud scandal. Death. Is this going to be the death of his career as a governor and not even be able to run for president? I think that's what that's telling us. Landfield. He threw his career as a politician in the trash doing this. Okay, we're going to confirm all this. And so did his wife running for governor. It's not going to work. Spouse and partner. DeSantis and his wife. I guess this is DeSantis himself, or at least that male energy. Missing the money that they stole from Medicare. And he's a governor of Florida, and there's a lot of retired people there that are on Medicare. So this is huge, and this is going to be even huger as it keeps going. Huge mountains to climb for him to get out of this. He's not getting out of it. For him to get out of this, it'd be a huge mountain for him to climb. There's going to be a lot of people who need to be healed after this because their money has been stolen. Is he going to fake his death? We'll ask about that. Okay, I got this child, and usually for this, to me, is a narcissist card. And I can see DeSantis as a narcissist. They are 3-year-old adults is what a narcissist is. I'm not looking at the intuition. I'm looking at the bars. I think he might end up behind, him and his wife might end up behind bars over this. Let's find out. Because why? Their abuse of power. As the governor, he was able to get his hands on that Medicare money. Clear. Spirit. Is this scandal going to be the death of his political career? Yes. Clear. Is this going to be the end of his wife's political career? Yes. Is DeSantis a narcissist? Okay. Clear. Spirit. Spirit. For this, is he going to end up behind bars? Look, it's just shaking. Clear. Is his wife going to end up behind bars? Okay, that's all in the air. It is just, it's shaking violently. It's just going, like, I don't know. Let's just ask straight up, just to confirm. Clear. Spirit. Did DeSantis and his wife steal money from Medicare? Yep. Clear. Are they trying to hide it in her nonprofit? Yes. Were they using some of this money to fund him running for president? Yes. Clear. Are they funding this for her to run for governor? Yes. Okay. One more question. Clear. Spirit. Is DeSantis going to try to fake his own death? No. Okay. Wonder what faked death is then. Clear. Spirit. Is DeSantis' wife going to try to fake her death? No. Okay. The word fake. I wonder if that's what. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about it. We got the main question answered, and the main question was I wanted to know just more an open read on this whole thing. So yeah, it happened. They've done it, and it looks like oh, what did it say about them going to jail? It said yes, right? Clear. Spirit. Is DeSantis going to go to jail for this? Yes. Clear. Is his wife going to go to jail for this? Okay, it says no, but he is. Okay. Did I ask that before and didn't it shake? I can't remember. Okay. Maybe I asked the question differently. Sometimes you ask the question in a different way. So, okay. Trip. These people are a trip and a half. Okay, how will the deportation stop? I need to use tree crime for that. So let me shuffle and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so how will these deportations be stopped? On the bottom. Accomplice, partner in crime. Okay, so the accomplice and the partner in crime. So there's accomplices, and you know, there's so many people that are accomplices. That border czar is an accomplice. Bondi herself is an accomplice. Trump, everybody who basically the whole clown show, because they approve of this. Oh Lord, dismemberment. Ugh. Oh, now that can mean something else, not a body. This is the dismember. This will be dismembered. This whole ice ray, all these ice rays, it's going to be dismembered. It'll be taken apart. It's going to be stopped. Okay. Let's see how though. How is it going to be stopped? There's like we know, there's tons of lies around this whole thing. There's so many lies, it's ridiculous. I can't even go through all the lies. We all know. Lots of secrets to be revealed. There's going to be a lot of regret. They're not regretful that they did it. They're going to be regretful that they all got caught and they're all being held. They're going to regret that they're being held accountable. They got caught and things we don't even know about secrets, things that are happening to immigrants that we don't even know about, and to ordinary citizens. they will regret what they've done. Because they got caught. Cover up? Well, the cover up is, you know, we just don't want illegals in the United States. They need to follow the rules. It's all a cover up, okay? For doing what they're doing, okay? Being evil, being mean, otherizing people, which is the most horrible thing you can do to a human being. Dehumanizing people and otherizing people. And this is a key. It's a way that Hitler became a leader. People were desperate because they had some financial issues. They were desperate, and he needed to find somebody to hate. So he chose the Jewish people. Well, the Orange Mist is trying to do the same thing. He's trying to ruin the economy, so we're desperate. And then, and the people that he's trying to get everyone to hate, to dehumanize, are Latino people, especially the ones who are immigrants. He's disgusting. He makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, there's meetings about how to stop this. I think between the judges, federal judges, AGs, and also the Supreme Court. There's lots of meetings going on right now to get this stopped. So, yeah, the way it's going to be stopped, I'm getting, is through attorneys, through judges, federal judges, and the Supreme Court. Fraud. The whole thing's a fraud. Like I just explained it, the whole thing's a fraud. You're dehumanizing people because it's part of the plan to, got my brain. It's part of the plan. He's using immigrants for him to become a dictator. Okay? You always got to find, like I just explained, you have to find somebody to otherize, somebody to dehumanize. And it's a fraud. Immigrants, Latino people, are not lesser than anyone. Nobody is bigger or lesser than anyone. Everyone is important. Everyone matters. So what they're doing is a fraud. It's disgusting. This is going to end. This whole thing is going to make the Orange Menace end up in jail, imprisoned. And I keep getting his prison's going to be Mar-a-Lago, home arrest, which sucks. I wish he'd just go to a real jail. Wear a suit that matches his orange face. Okay. This whole thing, it's a disaster. So get rid of the natural word. It's a disaster. Look at what he's creating. This whole thing, that's what this whole thing is creating. A disaster. Garcia and all the rest of them over there in those El Salvador prisons. And whatever the hell's going on in the prisons here, where they have people holding him in these centers. We don't know. It's disgusting. It's horrible. It makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, what I got with this is the love word. People in America have had to make a decision. Do they really want to go and agree with the Orange Menace by dehumanizing a whole race of people? No. We ended up learning that we actually love each other a lot more than we hate each other. That's what people are starting to discover. Look how many marches have been out in the streets about them grabbing immigrants off the streets, grabbing American citizens off the street. It's been major. Major. So let me just ask one question. Clear, Spirit, is it going to be federal judges and the Supreme Court that finally stops these deportations? Yeah. Clear, Spirit, is this going to go on a lot longer? No. Clear, Spirit. So in a short period, are we looking at weeks for these deportations to stop? Yes. Clear. Will Garcia be returned to the U.S.? Yes. Clear. Will the rest of them be returned from the El Salvador prison to the U.S.? Yes. Okay. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. Yep, that's it for today. All right, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up. Any comments, questions, anything you want me to read on, leave it below. Make sure you do something to make yourself happy today. Love, peace, and happiness, and I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye, guys.